So welcome to Core and Cocktails. We're not drinking during this workout, but it is inspired by Signature Cocktails. And we have 3 rounds. We're going to make our own signature cocktails tonight with the core exercises, and we have 3 different cocktails that we're gonna make based on the ingredients. So let's start with a warm up. We're gonna just start standing, and we're gonna start with a march. So just moving a little bit. My head's a little cut off in that one. That's okay. My head will be cut off. So go with the beat of the music if you'd like. It's a bit quick. It's not going to work for everything that we're going to do tonight, but I just want you to just get a little movement in. Shake off those legs. It just looks like I have no head. All right, and we also have Bob over here. Bob is a punching bag, and he's always frowning. So that's fun. And then behind me, I pulled out some of my drinking glasses and put different drinks in them, which I will not be drinking because it's really all water. All right, standing with the feet together, we're gonna tap out and in. Good, and we're just gonna reach to the other side. Good, so all these movements are simple. We're just trying to move forward and back. We're trying to move left and right. We'll do a little twisting. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, back to that march. We're going to take it wide, and we're going to go right into a hamstring curl. Just make sure there's nothing right behind you that you're going to kick. Good, and take those arms, swing them forward and pull them back. A little bit of a rhythm here. Feel free to go at your own pace. If you'd like to add a little hopping, that's fine. If you find that helpful. All right, keep going. A few more seconds here. I'm getting my timer set up. So let's go 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to keep that wide stance. We're just going to bring that knee to the front. Wide high knees. Keep going. Good. Now take the arms, reach them up and over. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Good, we got 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we got a few more warm-up drills. We're gonna do mobility work here. So we're gonna get on the mat. So grab your mat, get on the floor, on those hands and knees, and you're gonna walk your hands out in front of your face. Just keep those knees bent, and we're gonna shift forward and then back. Now when you shift forward, we're not letting the lower back like sag down. We're just staying lifted. We are actually getting some hip hinging. This is hip hinging. We're just doing it from this tabletop position. So kind of move with ease. This should feel really good. 3, 2, 1. Good. From here, walk the hands in, and we're gonna do some cat-cow. So we're gonna do spinal flexion extension. Exhale. We're gonna round the belly up. We'll round the spine up to the ceiling, and then inhale, arch, and just repeat that. So we're imagining you're like laying over a beach ball. Separate the shoulder blades. Exhale, tuck the chin towards the chest, and then keeping that neck long, keeping the elbows straight. Yep, just a few more. Go at your own pace here. And we really want to articulate the spine. So focus on, especially maybe the mid-back. A lot of times we might feel really good with our articulation of the low back and the neck, but maybe that mid-back is where we feel tight. Beautiful. We're going to tuck those toes under. Take the feet just a little bit wide and just walk your hands towards your knees and just shift your weight onto the balls of the feet. Once you get there, if that's something you can tolerate, again, well, not again, but if anything feels painful or it's a little bit out of your reach, then just don't do it tonight. You can do a different option. But for now, we're doing a little bit of a calf stretch. We're gonna just stand up, lower your heels, and be in a forward fold. Now from here, we're gonna walk out into a high plank. That's the only time tonight we're gonna practice a push-up. You can lower down into the knees or stay up. Middle fingers pointing straight ahead. Just do one push-up, elbows point back, and then walk back. If you want, walk your feet out to the corners of your mat so they're nice and wide. And when you get to the top, you're gonna stand up and reach overhead. So we're just gonna do one more, just one more with one push-up. So forward fold, take your time, anchor those heels, get a stretch in the back of your legs, and then start walking it out. Pressing through all those fingertips. All right, try one push-up. A lot of core work in that push-up, and then walk it back. That is it, and then we're gonna finish our warm-up with some hip opener movements here. So we're gonna come to the top of the mat, and we're gonna take your right leg back. You're gonna slide it back, and if you can, you're gonna lower back onto that back knee. Otherwise, you can stay a little bit higher if you don't wanna lower your back knee. We're gonna reach up, and we're gonna do a little bit of a twist. Come back to center, twist the other way, keep the arms reaching up. Good. And then we're gonna stand up to that front leg. This time your left leg will go back. All 10 toes pointing forward. Just kind of slide it back a little bit. Soften that back knee. You can go all the way to the floor. Make sure you're putting your weight into your front foot, knee right over that front foot. A little twist, just a little twist. But you're focusing on reaching really tall. Good, drive up. All right, we're gonna go for one more minute here. I want you to just keep alternating legs really slow. Forget which leg I just did. Good. So we do want to feel a little bit of a stretch in that back hip. Reaching up, bit taller, just a little rotation. And of course, it's only in the torso, so it's going to feel very small. Good, and just feel free to do a slightly different option. Again, if you want to put that back knee down. And we got 30 seconds left. Good, especially if you've been doing a lot of sitting today. Think about scooping under, really getting a little bit more open in that hip. Ooh. Feel free to make some exclamations. Good, reaching high, little twist for 3, 2, 1, everybody up. Good, shake it out, shake it out. All right, that completes your warm-up. We are gonna start by mixing our first cocktail. Okay, so grab some water. I'm gonna put it on the correct circuit. So we're gonna, as you're getting some water, our first drink, we have 3 drinks that we're making tonight, and each ingredient will represent a certain core exercise. So we're gonna start with one of my favorites, Dark and Stormy. We're gonna just do 3 ingredients. It's dark rum, ginger beer, and then a little bit of lime. So the dark rum is gonna be a hollow hold. And then the ginger beer is gonna be bird dog. And then the third exercise will be leg up crunches. So we're gonna practice these, and then we're gonna time it. We're gonna go 40 seconds for each, and you'll have 20 seconds to switch. And we're gonna do 3 rounds. Okay, so actually what we're gonna do, so that we are not spending too much time with me talking, is we're actually gonna do the first round as a practice round. So let me turn on the right timer for this one. 40 seconds on, 20 second switch. All right, and you'll have like maybe 30 seconds at the end of each round. Okay, so hollow hold, you'll start on your back, legs long, and it's very similar to a dead bug in terms of the core bracing. So no one's gonna be able to see, but you're gonna pull the belly button in, flatten your lower back into the mat, then bring the legs up, bring the arms up. So hollow hold, this is the start. Then you're gonna see how far out you can extend the arms and legs without that lower back coming up. You're working really hard. You're breathing. There's another option. You can lift the head up in between the arms. So you should look like a banana, like a banana. All right, keep going for 8 seconds. I hope everyone's practicing. I didn't actually say go. Okay, rest. Rest for 10 seconds. We're gonna turn over and practice bird dog. So back on your hands and knees. We did those cat cows in warm up. This is your start position. You're just mimicking a tabletop as best you can. All right, for the bird dog, we're gonna begin. It's the right arm and then the left leg. But imagine there's a yoga block on your lower back. And then we slowly come back down and switch sides. And so when we lift, we're trying not to shift the hips or the shoulders. It's as if your back is the tabletop. So we're not changing the position of our spine, even though we're moving our limbs. You're breathing. Now, the most important thing here is just to breathe. If you want to move with your breath, you're going to inhale when you reach. Exhale when you switch. Okay, rest. That was your 40 seconds. Third move, simple leg up crunches. Simple move, but you're going to feel it right in those abdominals. So the legs are up. You can bend your knees, gently flatten your lower back into the mat. Hands behind the head on this one. And tiny little crunches begin. 40 seconds. So no, you don't have to count reps. Just going at your own pace. Exhale, inhale. We're not looking for perfection, but everything in the core, we want everything in the core to be working together synergistically. These abdominal crunches are focusing on just the rectus abdominis, but you want to make sure that you're still bracing that lower back down towards the mat just a little bit. And also paying attention to the neck and head. See if you can get those elbows out really wide. And rest. Okay, let's rest for 30 seconds. Grab some water if you'd like. I'm going to grab my water. Oh, great. Okay, so round two. So hollow hold. 40 seconds should be plenty of time to get pretty, work really hard and get pretty tired of the hollow hold. It's very subtle. All right, you have 10 seconds. Lie on your back. You're gonna hold the belly and brace that core. Don't let that lower back come up. Bring the legs up gently. Reach the arms out. So we're gonna start kind of tucked in, and then we're gonna do reps. You're gonna extend out. You're deciding how far you go, and you can then lift the head. You're looking like a crescent moon or a banana, and hold it as long as you can. Come in, reset. So if you can hold it for the whole 40 seconds, go ahead, but focus on quality here. Any lifting of that lower back, you want to just hold yourself accountable. Take a break, squeeze it and tuck in. You can also keep the head down. Very important that you just listen to your body here. 3, 2, 1, rest. Good. And you should be shaking a little bit on these. Okay, we're gonna flip over, hands and knees for tabletop. Start position, and then bird dog. This time, you're gonna stay on one arm, one leg the whole time. Pull the belly button in slightly. All right, we've got 40 seconds. Pick a side, opposite arm to opposite leg. Tuck in, reach out. These should be slow. I want them so slow, gruelingly slow, like honey on a very cold day. Not to move very fast. Or it's like the last bit of ketchup in the ketchup container. It's not going anywhere. Good, you got 15 seconds. Think about shoulders square, hips square. Inhale, exhale, or exhale, inhale. The breathing is important. Okay, we'll rest, stretch back into a child's pose, and then we'll flip over for some crunches. All right, so go ahead and get on the back. Legs are up. Now, if you can get some straight legs, flex the feet, hands behind the head, elbows wide. All right, every time you crunch, point your toes. When you come back down, flex your feet. Just a little variation here. If you feel like it's taking away from your crunch, then just don't worry about it. Stick to the basic move. Good, and you're kind of looking up, glancing up at the ceiling a little bit. Good, good. And I love when we do floor work, I only see like one person. Because everyone's cameras are at the wall or the ceiling. No worries though, I know you're there. I know you're not like laying on the floor eating bonbons or something. Or drinking a dark and stormy. Rest, 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 rest. Okay, that was round 2. So, do you feel like that's a good mix of ingredients for the dark and stormy? All right, we're gonna rest about 20 more seconds, and we got a 3rd round. So the dark rum is first, ginger beer, and then the lime. I kind of like this combination. It's a nice combination of ingredients. Okay, let's get on the back. We got one more round of the hollow holds. So pulling the belly in, imprinting the whole lower back down into the floor. It takes a lot of effort. You have to pull the belly down and go ahead, begin. Gradually extend out, lifting the head if you desire. Whew. With this one, definitely don't forget to breathe. If you're so concentrated, you might forget to breathe. Don't do it. You're halfway, you're halfway. Good. Pay attention to that lower back. Good, you have about 5 seconds. 3, 2, rest, rest, rest. Oh, nice job, nice job. All right, you have about 10 seconds. Let's get into that tabletop position. Let's give it a go. Here we go, in 3, 2, 1. Oh, you gotta do the other arm and leg, other arm and leg. So get into that tabletop. Left arm, right leg. Good. And then if you wanna add on a little bit extra here, there's a few things you can do. Option 1, when you draw the knee and elbow in, you can actually tuck and try to touch them together. And when you extend back out, make sure you're not arching that lower back too much. The other option is just pause at the extension. Get the arm a little bit higher. Get the hand a little bit higher. Good, 5 seconds. And try to get your palm above the height of your shoulder. Okay, rest. Okay, leg up crunches. We're gonna go for speed crunches this time. So we're gonna go, this time I do want you to bend your knees, kind of bring them in towards your chest, hands behind the head. Now fold your elbows in. You're actually gonna tap your elbows to your knees. All right, as long as that's okay for you, it's not pulling too much on your neck. Okay, go. These are just tight crunches, tight, tight, tight. Again, keep a very light cradle of your head. Exhale, inhale. And everyone's gonna be different here. Don't force it, don't force it. Sometimes it's just a matter of limb length. Whew. But you can go fast, as long as you're in control. Control first. Well, breathing first. Make sure you're breathing first. Then you can go fast. Whew. Rest, 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 rest. All right, hug your knees into your chest, and then hug just one knee into your chest. Extend the other leg onto the floor. Take a deep breath. Good, now take your knee that you are hugging in, and you're just gonna cross it towards the opposite hip. So you're just feeling it down to the side. Just hold it there for a moment. All right, bring that knee back center and hug the other knee and extend that leg out. So we're gonna do the same thing. Little hug, maybe do a few ankle circles on this side. Good, and then take that knee with the opposite hand and just draw it towards that opposite hip. So this is a little bit of a, not a big twist, just pulling that knee across. We got 8 more seconds here. All right, great, 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 great. All right, let's sit on up, grab some water, and we are gonna move on. So this is gonna get more challenging, and the challenge is you know, if you think about it, we're having one serving every round, right? So we just had 3 servings of a dark and stormy. You have to stay in control of your workout. Okay, so this is our second circuit. This is based on the drink called Old Fashioned. This time we're going to do 3 times, still timing the circuit, and it's 45 seconds of work, 15-second rest. Now there are 4 ingredients in the Old Fashioned. There is a sugar cube, there are bitters, there is bourbon, and then there's orange twist. All right, so give me 1 second. I actually forgot to write down the corresponding exercises. So I have to check my notes. Good thing I didn't. Oh, this is awesome. Okay, love this one. Okay, this is great. Okay, so the first round will be kind of like your warm-up round. And this is actually a shoulder exercise. We're gonna isolate the upper back and the shoulders. Super fun. What we're gonna do is lie on the belly. And this will be 45 seconds. I'm just gonna take you through the first round, 45 seconds on, 15-second rest. And you're going to, I'm not gonna do it because I have a mic, but you're gonna actually press your forehead down to the mat. Make sure you can still breathe. Your forehead has to stay down. And all you're gonna do is tuck your tailbone under, anchor the core, anchor the hips down, and you're gonna lift those hands up as high as you can in a big Y shape, elbow straight, and then lower down slowly. Okay, you're gonna do that for 45 seconds. A lot of us have tight shoulders. This should be a challenging move. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, begin. So forehead down, don't lift the head. Scoop the tailbone under, pull the belly up like you have a ladybug underneath your belly button, and then just focus on the arms. If this is feeling a little bit like too intense for you, do one arm at a time. And you're pausing at the top. You are squeezing the shoulder blades together at the top. This should feel challenging. Small move, but challenging. Keep the tailbone tucked under. You're breathing. I'll tell you when to stop. Okay, rest. Beautiful. All right, we're gonna stay on the hands and knees. This next move is gonna be a downward dog. Sorry, this is not a downward dog. This is a sit kick. So we're gonna come up into a high plank, or you can come into a floating tabletop, and then we're just rotating the hip and kick the bottom leg through. So if you do it with the legs a little straighter, it's just slightly different, but it's just a twist from the lower body. So try to hold that high plank position. It's a full 45 seconds, and you've already started. Try to keep your hips in line with the shoulders. This is for, these are the bitters. Don't be bitter that we're doing sit kicks for 45 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, the next ingredient is bourbon. And, oh, we're doing punch crunches. Nice, punch crunches. So this time your feet is on the floor. Feet are on the floor, knees are bent. Now you're making fists. Elbows are pointing towards your knees. Making 2 fists, and then you're gonna exhale, punch in between those legs, come back down. Punch in between the legs, come on down. Just alternate those punches. So the idea here is that you're coming up with a little bit more power and force. If you need to support the head, just do one hand behind the head, punch with it a few times, and then switch. All right, everything is adjustable. Otherwise, you're just doing those punches, alternating, staying in that crunch position. Whew. Okay, rest. All right, final move is the orange, a twist of orange, and these are going to be Russian twists. Twist of orange, Russian twist. Okay, we're gonna sit tall. on our sit bones. We're gonna roll the shoulder blades back and down, bend the knees, and then you're just gonna take the hands underneath the knees and angle the back. Yes. And then you're just gonna twist and tap. Now, if you wanna grab your water bottle, go ahead. Grab your water bottle, use it as a little bit of a weight. Pay attention to how this feels. If you feel too much resistance when you twist, then just don't go all the way. Keep it within your range of motion. Pain-free, comfortable. I mean, the movement should get uncomfortable because we're doing an exercise, but the range of motion should be comfortable. Good. Now, if you're feeling your hip flexors, try just straightening one leg. That'll take a little bit of tension off the hip flexors, and then you would have to switch. Rest. Okay, that was your first serving of the old-fashioned. We're gonna do that again. Cool, okay. So if you would like some water, grab some water. We are gonna rest another 15 seconds. Not very long. All right, so we're actually gonna start with the shoulder one. Now, this lying on your belly. This time we are gonna add the option of lifting the legs. So you're gonna tuck that forehead down. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, forehead to mat. Now, tuck your tailbone under too, and then lift, don't lift the head, just lift the arms like this. It's really hard not to lift the head actually. So arms and legs. Scooping that tailbone under, you're kind of thrusting your hips towards the mat. Oh, you can point those toes. Pause at the top. You can do this. Take your time, then breathe. And come down really slowly. Come down slowly. No dropping the limbs. Keep it going. Rest. All right, come on up. Okay. Now we're gonna add on here to the sit kick. So here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna start in that tabletop. You're gonna walk your hands a little bit forward. So you're going to extend and then come back down, almost like you're squatting. Extend and then do a sit kick, one on each leg, and then do the same thing again. Bend the knees, but they don't touch the mat. Bring your hips and butt back, extend forward, and then do a sit kick. So we're just alternating a sit kick with a horizontal lunge, basically. You're on the tippy toes. Or just do the sit kick. Yes, very nice. You have 5 seconds. Rest. Beautiful. Punch crunches. All right, find your inner boxer. Lie on your back, flatten your feet, bend your knees, and then make a fist. Let's go. Alternate those punches. 45 seconds. Focus on the exhale. Good. Feel free to make any adjustments you need. So you always have choices. You need to support the head. Do that. You need to just take a quick rest. Take a rest. Good. You have 8 seconds to go. 8 seconds. Bring the fist back to right underneath your chin. Rest. Ooh. All right, Russian twist. So we're gonna get into upright seated position, bend the knees, feet are flat. You can either flex the feet or keep the feet flat. Roll your shoulder blades back and down, and then shift back slightly, hands underneath the knees, and then begin, twist and tap. Good, I'm gonna just hold onto my water bottle this time. And this is that twist of orange that goes with the old fashioned. Fourth ingredient. Now, a few options here. With the head, you can keep the head looking straight forward and just rotate your shoulders around the kind of the neck, or you can follow the twist with your eyes, and it will just all move together. It's an option. They're different. 3, 2, 1, and we're gonna rest. All right, how we doing? How we doing? Let's take a quick rest. We're gonna repeat this one more time. I know it's a lot to drink. Okay. So we'll do one more round. Sugar cubes, which is the shoulder extensions. The bitters, which is the sit kicks. The bourbon, which is the punch crunch, and the orange twist, which is the Russian twist. All right, let's start in about 10 seconds. Back to that first 45-second drill on the belly, long legs. Tuck that tailbone under, scoop that tailbone under. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, and begin. Forehead to the ground the whole time. And begin, begin, begin. So you can keep your palms down, or like you're doing a thumbs up. It's a nice choice option if you'd like. 2 thumbs up? That's how much you love the exercise. Good. Now make sure you're scooping that tailbone under so you don't start feeling any tension or pain in the lower back here, which could happen if you just lift your legs without bracing. Rest. All right, we're gonna do that sit kick. So on the hands and knees, and we're gonna combine that with that floating tabletop where you hinge your butt back towards your heels and then straighten out like you're almost like you're doing a horizontal squat. And then you're in between, you're gonna do a sit kick. Good, this should be slow, moving with control, just one of each. Yes, you are using your quads. It's great work on the toes though. Nice stretch on the toes if you can tolerate it. 10 seconds. 10 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, rest. All right, stretch back into a child's pose. And then we're gonna quickly transition onto the back for those punch crunches. All right, so think of a target right in between your knees. All right, make 2 fists, bring it to that guard position and go ahead, punch, pull it right back to that chin. Rapid fire, a little bit of power coming up. Like the punch is helping you up a little bit faster. Good, paying attention to the neck and head. I know for me, I have my threshold. Good, you got 14 seconds. That's great. Okay, rest. All right, the Russian twist. All right, so seated, if you want to grab something to twist with, a bit light, roll the shoulder blades back. It's really more about your alignment and your setup, just a tap. The other option here, if you are feeling a lot of hip flexion, like it's just burning in the hips, then you can actually, if you sit up on a little stool, that will really help. But you can also just straighten one leg. It does help a little bit, and then you can switch. All right, you're halfway. Good. Good. Stay tall and long with your spine. Whew. Keep the shoulders open. Lift your chest. Breathe for 3, 2, 1. Rest, 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 rest. Whew. All right, old fashioned. We are done with that. We are going to take a quick water break. I actually have to go grab water, so I will be right back. And then we're going to do our final signature drink. Let's do it. How we doing? All right, this last one's gonna be super fun. Okay, our final drink tonight is the corkscrew. And I don't usually drink corkscrews, I don't really know what it is, but I just like the name. And there is a corresponding exercise that we are gonna do called the corkscrew. So this one has 5 ingredients, and we're only going to do it 2 times through, and we're abandoning the timed intervals. We're actually going to try to do reps. So you're just going to follow along with me. We're going to take a little bit more time in between each exercise. We're just doing it 2 times through. Okay, so we're going to start with the first ingredient, which is ice cubes, which I put ice cubes in all the other drinks, but this one listed ice cubes as an ingredient. So we're gonna do, the ice cubes will be the corkscrew exercise. So this is a variation of a reverse crunch where you are on your back. You're gonna really use your arms for this one. You're on your back, your arms are down by your side, a little bit, maybe a little bit wider than the hips. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna lift up and you're gonna twist like you're a corkscrew. And then you're gonna switch direction. So as you're doing the reverse crunch, you're gonna do a little corkscrew. Okay, very small movement. Okay, let's do it. We're gonna do 20. Feel free to do less. And if you wanna choose a different ab exercise, that's totally fine. 3, 2, 1, begin. 1, 2, you're really stabilizing with your arms a lot. 3, and controlling that lowering with the arms. 4, 5, it's just like a quarter twist. 6, 7, 8, 9, you're just getting your tailbone off the floor. 10, good, we have 10 left. 9, if you go a little faster or slower, that's fine. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug it in, hug it in. Whew. All right, we are gonna turn over onto our hands and knees. We are doing 10 reps of this one. Let me show you what we're doing first. We're gonna start in a high plank. Feet can be narrow or wide. We wanna keep the hips in line with the shoulders. We're just gonna transition to a down dog where the head comes in between the arms. You're pressing your heels back. They do not have to touch. Your butt goes up in the air. So you're upside down triangle, or you are a triangle. And then you come back into a high plank. That is it. That is 1 rep. When you come back to your high plank, avoid the tendency to drop your hips down too low. So kind of pause, keep it really tight. All right, quick stretch, and then we'll start. That was just practice. We're just gonna do 10 of these, very controlled. 3, 2, 1, high plank, downward dog, that's 1, high plank. 2, get a nice stretch in the back of those legs on that down dog. 3, so control that high plank, don't drop your hips too low. 4, whew, something's cracking. Something is cracking in my back. 5, that's okay. 6, 7, 8, and when you're doing the down dog, you can actually look in between those legs. You're looking at your feet. Good, 2 more. 9. Whew. Last one. 10. And rest. Whew. Very good. We're now going to do 20 bicycles. So we're going to get back, transition back onto the back. All right. You have 2 main choices for your bicycles. Arms down by your side and just you're kicking out those legs. About 45-degree angle. Get extension. You can point your toes or flex your feet. Option 2, hands behind the head. You're bracing that lower back down. And you're going to rotate. Tap the elbow towards the opposite thigh. Right? So we're going to do 20. It's going to be 1, 1. Isn't that fun? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 1, 2, 2. Feel free to go faster. Feel free to go slower. This is 4, 5. With those elbows really wide. 6. Now point those legs up at a 45-degree angle. 8, 9, 10. You guys all know I'm a great counter. 11, 12, 13, 14. Everything is with control. 15, 16, 17, 18, 2 more, 19, and 20. Beautiful. That was the 3rd ingredient. That was your light rum. All right, so next we have, oh, I didn't read that last ingredient, which was dry vermouth. All right, the next ingredient is peach liqueur, which is going to be a low plank with the Spider-Man legs. And we're just going to do 10 total. So we're going to flip back over, low forearm plank if possible. You could do this in a high plank if you have any sort of, I don't know, injuries that prevent you from doing low plank. So separate your palms, tuck your toes under, and we're going to lift in a sequence, so don't lift yet. What you're going to do is you're going to push down into your knees first and lift the belly and hips first. Align your hips with your shoulders. So you should feel that core already working. Then you're going to lift one knee, then the other knee, and the hip should stay the same position. Now, in this low plank, you're going to draw the left knee towards your left elbow out to the side, and then back. That's 1. Join me for 2. Other leg. 2. Very slow, very slow. 3. Everything's shaking. 4. 5. The slower, the better. 6. Good. And fight. You're fighting gravity, but you're also fighting not getting up into like a down dog position with the hips. 6. 7. 8. Woo. 9. Last one. 10. All right. Rest. All right, final move is your lime. Now we already had this ingredient earlier on in our workout. What did we do for the lime? We did leg up crunches. So that's what we're gonna do again. We're gonna keep it the same. It's the same ingredient. So for the lime, leg up crunches, back on the back. As long as your feet are off the floor. We're not being super strict here. Your legs can be straight, your knees can be bent. Hands behind the head. We're going back to 20 reps here. Count it out. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You should feel it right around the belly. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm going with the beat. 16, 17. If you go faster, that's fine. 18, as long as you are moving with control. Last one, 20. Okay, beautiful job. We are gonna go do this one more time through, grab a quick sip of water, and then we'll start back with those ice cubes. Ice cube sounds kind of nice right now. I'm just gonna stay here on my back for another 15 seconds, and then we'll start back in with 20 repetitions of the corkscrew. And just remember, this is all practice. Nothing needs to be perfect. There's no such thing. Okay, let's do this. So lying on your back, we're gonna imprint by drawing the belly down towards the floor and then drawing the lower back into the mat. Legs are up. If you can get them straight, do it. 3, 2, 1, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Focus on the breathing. 9, 10. 10 left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, that was interesting. All right, driver moose, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, is next. It's next. So we're gonna turn over onto the hands and knees. We're gonna transition from high plank to down dogs 10 times. You can simply hold the high plank or do the whole thing. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. Start in that high plank and then down dog. And then high plank. So we're just keeping the feet and hands in the same spot the whole time. It may affect the down dog a little bit, but that's okay. Try to reach your hips up to the ceiling. That's 3. We're doing 10. 4. 5. Think about bringing your chest to your knees. 6. 7. 8. 2 more. 9. 1 more. And 10. Nice. Oh, I just got a whiff of my armpits. I am sweating here, guys. This is a good workout. All right, rest real quick. Now actually come to tabletop. Bring your knees and feet together. Cross the ankles and just let the hips kind of fall over to one side. And then slowly come back up, try the other side. This is actually getting your glute medius a little bit. Nice little stretch to the hips and the glutes. Ooh. All right, moving on to the light rum. We're gonna get onto the back and do some bicycles. Just gonna pedal it out. Right knee, left knee is 1 rep. So if you wanna count up to 40, I don't care. Or you can do just count when you hit 1 knee. All right, taking 1 leg out, begin. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm gonna try to go with the beat. 4, so a little bit fast. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now if you go a little bit faster, you can keep going until I stop. 11, 12. If you're going slower, you're gonna stop when I stop. 13, 14, 15, 16. So we're all stop at the same time. 17, 18, 19, 20. Done. Did I do it? Yeah, that was 20. Oh, I was having so much fun. All right, peach liqueur, low plank spider legs. All right, here is a different option this time. Okay, so we're gonna come up together in a sequence for that low plank. It's just a really great way to get the engagement. So the toes are already tucked under, elbows right below shoulders, separate the hands. We're gonna just gently push down through the knees and lift the belly and hips up first. Good. Now find that engagement and then just lift 1 knee up without lifting the hips or butt higher and then the other knee up. Nice. Now, option 1 is what we did the first round, which is the Spider-Man legs. Option 2 is lift 1 heel, load it out, load it in, lower it down. I'm gonna do these. Here we go. 1, reach out, in, super controlled. Keep going. 2. It's very similar to the Spider-Man leg. It's just a little less hip flexion. 3. 4. You can make it as big or as small as you like. 5. Woo. You're halfway. 6. 7. 8. Go so slow. Go super slow. 9. Go wicked slow. 10. Ooh, I'm shaking there. Okay, rest, 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 rest. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Final exercise is going to be the line, 20 crunches. Legs up. And then we're going to cool down. Perfect timing. So normally the core class is only 45 minutes. I hope you know we're going to an hour tonight. Happy New Year's Eve. All right, 20 crunches in 3, 2, 1, begin. 1, 2, count it out. 3, 4, 5, good. Now add those ankle point and flexes. 7, 8, we did those earlier. 9, 10, it feels so nice on the ankles. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Rest. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, for the cool down, stay right on your back. Good, reach the arms over the head. Straighten out those legs. And then just do a little shift where you reach the arm and leg a little bit longer, almost like you're waddling. Good, hug the knees into the chest. Good, and we're gonna place the feet on the floor, knees bent, and we're gonna cross the right ankle over left knee. We're gonna go right into a glute stretch. Take those hands, reach up behind that knee, pull in towards your chest, and hold. Good, inhale through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. Oh my gosh, my brain is so coordinated. All right, inhale through your nose. I was just thinking, what if I said inhale through your nose, exhale out through your toes? Not possible. Can't do it. All right, gently release. Let's try the other side. Ankle over the knee. Try to keep that foot flexed. And then take both hands, intertwine those fingers behind the knee if you can. Pull in toward your chest. Hold it here. And breathe. And close your eyes. On the breaths, you're trying to fill as much air into your torso as possible, all the way down into the belly, out through the rib cage, expanding the chest. And exhale. All right, gently release down. All right, we are gonna turn onto the side. We're gonna come up and we're gonna stretch out on the hands and knees here. We're gonna do a little pigeon pose, pigeon stretch. So we're gonna start in tabletop, and then you're gonna take your right knee and cross it towards your left wrist, and then rotate that right ankle out to the side. Slide your left leg back. Good. Now you want to try to keep the hips level and walk your hands towards the knee. We're going to do a different version here and keep that chest lifted, and then you're just sinking down into your hips. You should feel something. Good. I believe the yoga version is you come down onto your elbows or something. But do what you'd like. It's all about you, really. All right, we're gonna press into the arms, tuck your back toes under so that you're gonna lift the knee so you're taking weight off that front leg. Slide it out. All right, let's do the same thing on the other side. You could start in that tabletop position. This time your left knee will cross towards your right wrist, and then see if you can rotate that left ankle out to the side. Slide your right leg back. Walk your hands to that front knee, and then just sink into those hips a little bit. If you need to kind of ease out of it, press into your arms more for support. Take some deep breaths. Three, 2, 1. All right. Come out of that. Sorry. All right, we're gonna stay seated. You can stand up if you're like, I'm gonna stay seated. You can either sit on your knees or do cross legs. We're gonna just do a little side stretch and a little twist. So we're gonna inhale up with the arms. To take those arms, we're just going to do a little side bend. I want you to press into the opposite hip fall over. Inhale up. Switch sides. Good, inhale up. Now everyone can stand up. I'm just gonna kneel because I don't wanna stand up. And then we're just gonna do a little twist torso rotation. Let the arms kind of wrap around the body like they're wet noodles. Good, get a little bit taller. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, beautiful, beautiful. Give yourselves a hand. That was your signature cocktail and core workout. We did the dark and stormy, the old fashioned, and the corkscrew. Nice job tonight. Let me know if you have any questions or feedback for me. And Happy New Year. Happy New Year.